Does Jesus expect his followers to stay in abusive situations? Welcome back to Small Talk Theology. And all this month, we're looking at what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ. And our passage today comes from Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 through 48. Now, in this passage, Jesus will tell his followers that if someone strikes you on your right cheek, turn the left cheek to him also. Now, it's important to note here that he actually designates the cheek, right? That it's the right cheek. Now, when we think of most people being right-handed, we recognize that in order for you to use your right hand to hit me on my right cheek, you're almost going to have to take a backhanded strike. So this isn't really so much someone trying to harm you as it is an insult. But why does Jesus say that we should turn the other cheek also? Well, it doesn't mean that if you're in an abusive situation that you should stay there. In fact, we know that many times Jesus and Paul fled situations where they knew they were going to be persecuted, right? They didn't stay in places where they were going to be harmed. And Jesus doesn't, I don't believe, expect that of his followers also. What this is about is not returning an insult for an insult. And he'll even go beyond this. He'll say if someone forces you to walk 1 mile with them, well, this is what Roman soldiers could legally do by law, that you would have to carry their armor for 1 mile. And Jesus says, go an extra mile, right? He says, if someone wants to borrow something from you, give it to them, right? If someone would sue you and take something from you, give them even more. And you would say, well, why would Jesus expect his followers to do all this? And that's the thing, because it's so surprising. When Christians are willing to forgive, when they're willing to be kind, when they're willing to love their enemies, not just the people that are kind to them, it's so shocking to the world that it opens their heart to hear the gospel. And so if we are abundant in our generosity and in our kindness and in our forgiveness, then people recognize that what we tell them about Jesus must genuinely be true because they see a difference in our lives. And Jesus will say, in this way, you are children of your Father, because he's not just good to those who are good to him, but he is good to the righteous and the unrighteous. And so he says, be like him, because when you're like him, you are the light of the world. Well, if it blessed you today, be sure to follow this, share it with somebody else. If you have a question, ask it. I'd love to answer it for you. God bless you. Live for Jesus.